Hello, everybody. I'm going to talk into this microphone because I'm going to talk quietly. But I'm just going to preface this video by saying I'm sorry I haven't been on YouTube uploaded for a long time. We had our puppy, our 5-year-old dog, mini schnauzer, Lottie, passed away a couple weeks ago, and it was really tragic and hard to deal with. It was unexpected. She got like pancreatitis, we think, and then HGE, which is or AHDS, which is acute hemorrhagic diarrhea syndrome. She had been under anesthesia a couple days before and then was on Rimadyl, which is like an NSAID for dogs. And something happened with her intestinal tract or her gastrointestinal system, and things went bad fast for her. As a mini schnauzer, they can get dehydrated quickly. She didn't get the care she needed when she needed, even though we tried. We took her to an emergency vet. So it was really sad, and I've been dealing with that for 2 weeks. My husband and I both are pretty depressed because I was very close to her, and I even had this weird thought, like, I'm going to set this down. Like a week before this happened, I had this weird thought, like, nothing can happen to you because I'm so attached to you. And then something did happen. So it was really sad. I was very attached to her. I was home all the time with her because I'm kind of in the middle of job searching right now. My husband works from home, so she was home with us all the time. She was spoiled. We took her for 2 walks a day. She had a good life, but it was way too short. She was very healthy, and she was only 5. So it's just been a lot to deal with, and it's been a rough couple weeks. So anyway, I didn't get my videos that I had recorded uploaded because I wasn't doing that, and I kind of feel like I should focus on finding a job too as my first priority. But I love YouTube, and I love, making videos about fragrance or bright line eating or healthy eating. I just need to get back into it and get back into my life and things that bring you joy and purpose and fulfillment. So, and yes, my hair is short. I got it cut a couple weeks ago, and I do like the length. It may not look great right now because it's 2nd or 3rd day hair, but I do like the length a lot better now. So just wanted to preface this video that I'm going to upload by saying, sorry it's been so long, and that's kind of the reason why. And we're just trying to heal from it. So I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoy this video now. Okay, bye. Hello, today we're going to go through some of my samples that I've been long saying I needed to go through. And we're going to talk about whether they're full bottle worthy or just decant worthy or just fun to sample. So welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. I have lots of samples. Like I said, I have these 2 full boxes, and yes, I'm dropping things. I'm going to just pick ones that are more relevant to spring, summer right now, since that's the seasons we're in and going into. And, they're the ones that we want to talk about and start wearing potentially. So I'm going to start with Micallef. And I should preface this by saying most of these are not new to the market. I'm just kind of slow getting around to sampling them or recording this video about my feelings about these. So yeah, they may have been out for a year or 2 or 20, who knows. But the first one we're going to go over is Micallef Hypnotic Musk. This came out 2025, I guess. I have Parfums pulled up on my laptop so we can look at the notes. It's raspberry, bergamot, and iris in the top notes, caramel, violet, ginger, and lychee heart notes, and ambergris, musk, sandalwood, and vanilla for the base notes. This is really pretty. I have done a full body wear recently, like in the last couple weeks. It's that pink bottle, and now they have another version. What is it called? not intense or extrait, one of those. The Hypnotic Musk, another version of it. I haven't tested that. So it kind of comes off like stone fruit to me. I mean, this may be weird, but maybe it's the raspberry. Yeah, it's definitely a sweet, fruity accord to me that comes off. And the first time I tried it, I will say it wasn't my personal favorite, but on the second time I tried it and did a full body wear, I liked it a lot more, and it was warmer that day. So I do think this was one that's very appropriate for warm weather. It is warm in the base with that ambergris, musk, and sandalwood and vanilla, so the dry down's lovely. Yeah, I enjoyed just respraying myself all day, carrying the little sample around and freshening myself up with it. It was very enjoyable. For me, it's probably not full bottle worthy because it's kind of like a skin scent. I mean, it is a musk, so it's like a skin scent to me, and there are other ones that I prefer over this, but otherwise it was fun to sample because I was very curious and I like it. Yeah, the caramel makes it sweet in there, and raspberry, lychee. I don't get lychee that sticks out, strong like in Delina, because to me that's a little jarring. I don't know if I like that, but I do like ginger and perfumes and violet. So some of the notes are really good for me, and some are just meh. So that's Hypnotic Musk by M. Micallef. Let's go over Maison Francis Kurky next, and this is another fruity scent. This is pretty much gone. I used it up. It is so fleeting, let's just say. So my sample's almost gone. I'm trying to get a little bit of remaining sprays out of it just so I can refresh my memory. Okay, there's a little bit. Yeah. So I know a lot of people said they got like gummy bears or candy out of the Kurky scent. And I did hear other people say the same thing, that I felt that it was very fleeting and short-lived, and yeah, not long-lasting, not super projecting either. But there is something special about this, I have to admit. MFK, just most of their fragrances are just really quite good. And I haven't found any that I would say, ooh, no, I don't like that. I haven't found any MFK fragrances like that. Some of them are just like, oh, I can see how that would be good for this person. It's not good for me. And then some I love. So Kurky, I would love to own a small bottle or a decant of this just to mix with things. I think it really layers well with other MFK fragrances, for instance. Like if you have 724, or I think you could even layer this with like Bond Number 9 Greenwich Village, something like that, like a cleaner, clean, musky skin scent type thing, and then put a little bit of Kurky with it. So that's the idea I'm getting with this one. And I will look up the notes. I tried this recently when I was in Denver on that trip, and that's how I got prompted to order a sample, because I was like, I didn't think I would like the scent just based on other people's descriptions, but then when I tried it in person, I kind of my opinion got turned. So the notes are white musk, fruity notes, sandalwood, and vanilla. Like I said, I'm using Parfumo today to look up notes. I thought it might be more accurate than Fragrantica. Accords are sweet, fruity, creamy, synthetic, and powdery. So I do like Kurky better than Hypnotic Musk as far as the fruity skin scent musky things. And you can tell because I used it all up. That's also because it's very light wearing, and I don't feel like you can smell it very much. So maybe if you have a bottle, it gets better performing as you spray it and introduce oxygen and all that. But yeah, it's one I would have on my wish list, but the price, I don't know, you just got to weigh the pros and cons of that, so to speak. All right, let's go over this one, which is another fruity light scent. It is Pink Me Up by Atelier de Ors. So this came out in 2022. It's got bergamot and orange blossom in the top notes. Heart notes are blackberry, champagne, and rose centifolia, and the base notes are iris, musk, and patchouli. Now this one I haven't quite used it all up, but I did wear this just yesterday a little bit. Yesterday was Sunday, and I wore it Saturday, and I do really like this. I do really like Pink Me Up. Went so far as to look up the price of a full bottle and where I could find it for the most inexpensive cost, the most affordable cost. I think Factory has pretty good prices, but they are out of stock right now. Pink Me Up. This one, Atelier Doors has those beautiful bottles with the gold flecks in them. I really like how they look. And yeah, I don't have a full bottle yet of any of those from that house, but this one I didn't think that I would like either when it first came out, but now that I've tried it and worn it like 3 times from my sample, which like I said is almost gone, I really do like it. It kind of reminds me of Flower Bomb Pretty Peony in a way, and I don't know. There's something special about this one. There's something a little more niche about this one because it is a niche house probably. And I think it's the champagne and the patchouli in the scent that I really like. It has a sparkliness, but then in the base it has a real kind of sexy appeal as it dries down. I don't see how anyone could not like how this smells on a woman. I think it smells quite feminine and girly and still really appealing. So Pink Me Up, I do really like that. Let's see. I did buy 2 samples of Hermes Un Jardin sur. I got Un Jardin sur le Nil and Un Jardin sur la Lagune. So these I haven't given a fair wear test to because I figured they'd be better in really hot weather, and we're not quite there yet. But soon it will be plenty hot here. Too hot. Yeah, so I heard like Sharita talking about Jardin sur la Lagune a lot, and then I heard what is her name? Arlene from I'll put the name of her channel, I forgot. Heard her talking about Un Jardin sur la Nil, and how she emptied a bottle or multiple bottles or whatever. It does smell really good right now. The Nil sur Nil la Nil out of the atomizer. Let's just spray these on my sweater. Why not? They're very light. Get my. That's nice. It's more of a unisex scent than the ones we were just talking about. They were kind of more fruity and girly. And the Lagune we'll put up here. I do like Un Jardin sur le Nil better personally for me than the Lagune, and I haven't tried the other ones like the Mediterranean or whatever the names are. Yeah, but like I said, I haven't given them good wear tests. We can look up the notes, but I won't be able to give you a fair review. Nil eau de toilette, so it probably is going to wear fairly light, but on the other hand, they're very affordable. If you buy them on a gray market site, I think the bottles are really affordable. So there's green mango in Sur la Nil. There's green mango, lotus, calamus, frankincense, and sycamore maple. After letting these dry down on my sweater sleeve a little bit, I don't really. Neither one of them is really appealing to me for some reason. So I don't know what it is. Maybe just because they're a little more aromatic. But I tend to sometimes like aromatic scents. But I just told you the notes for Sur la Nil. Now I'll tell you the notes for La Lagune, which are magnolia, Madonna lily, sea breeze, woody notes, and pittosporum. And yeah, I wouldn't buy full bottles of La Lagune for sure. For me, there's something off in there. I don't know if it's the lily or the sea breeze. I don't know what it is. And then Sur la Nil is nicer, but like I said, I'm gonna have to test that further when it's really hot, like a very suffocatingly hot day. Maybe I'll try wearing that one again on skin and full body and see how I feel about it. But right now, they're not sticking out to me as loves personally. I'm going to go over a very popular one that's been popular for a while. It's Hibiscus Mahajad. And by the way, I do like to order samples from a couple different sites, and these 2 ml ones, they have caps and everything. These are from Scent Gift, and I have the links in my description. And then these, I recently discovered this site, like in the last 6 months. Decant X is where I also like to order things from. They usually have a good sale around the holidays, like 15 or 20%, and the prices are usually fairly good. You have to shop around and make sure. But yeah, I finally got to try Hibiscus Mahajad. Maison Crivelli, of course, the first one and only one I've tested from this house, which made me subsequently want to test a lot more. Especially the one with iris in the name. I want to test that one. Okay, the notes are hibiscus, obviously, blackcurrant, damask rose, absolute, vanilla absolute, hibiscus tea, vanilla orchid, ambrette seed, absolute, cinnamon, leather, pomegranate, and spearmint. So very interesting notes. I love this. I did a short where I was testing this out, sampling it on my actual birthday this year in April, and I really enjoyed wearing it. So wearing experience is 10 out of 10. I just wouldn't wear it in a close quarters type of situation, like maybe not to a doctor's appointment or something like that. I don't think it's appropriate for that, but anything else, going out to lunch, summer situations, summer parties, outdoors, fun times, yeah, going out, or even just, you could wear it around your house if you want to in the summer, but I think it's a great spring, summer, fall scent. I don't know about winter. Yeah, you could probably wear it in the winter if you really want to pick me up and have that tropical feel, but it's more of a elevated, mature tropical feel, not like a sunscreen, and I do love it. Something in here is just, it gives that really good base to it. It just smells finely constructed and well made, well blended, like the perfumer did a really good job. Should have known it is Quentin Biche from Juvedon. Does a lot of great fragrances. So this is definitely one of his better ones. I love it. I would probably like to have a full bottle of this, to be honest. It's on my wish list. In my phone, I have my wish list graded now, and yeah, Hibiscus Mahajad is on it. So I want to test more from that line. I really do. All right, let's go into another Bond number 9 scent. This is one I thought I tried at Dillard's in Denver when we went on that ski trip. Yeah, because we don't have Bond number 9 in our Dillard's here in little old Wichita. This came out in 2022. This is the green bottle, Scent of Peace Natural. I got like a 5 ml, I think this is what that is. So when I tested it in Denver, I thought I really liked it, but then I couldn't quite remember if I tested the Scent of Peace or the Scent of Peace Natural. So I thought it was the green bottle, and again, I only tested on paper. So, so who knows? The notes for this are lemon, blackcurrant, bud absolute, petitgrain, raspberry, damask rose, ambroxan, cedarwood, and musk. So it is nice. It is good for summer. It is good for hot weather. It didn't quite have that same ring to it that it had the first time I thought I tried it in Denver, like I said. So, I mean, I guess I'll get my use out of it, and then maybe someday I'll get around to testing the Scent of Peace, the regular one, in the purple bottle, because maybe I got it confused. I'm not sure. I do like it. Of the Bond number 9s, it's probably like maybe my 4th favorite or so, because I have tested quite a lot of Bond number 9s lately. Speaking of which, I have another Bond number 9 here, New York Flowers. This one is so pretty. It's very springy scent. As you can imagine, flowers. Smells nice. It smells, to me, this reminds me of an actual flower blooming. New York Flowers. It's like in the spring or the summer when the flowers actually start to open up and you put your nose right up to it. I don't know what flower. Notes are Anjou pear, clementine, cure royale, and ivy. interesting. Heart notes are grass rose, red tulip, yeah, star jasmine, and tuberose. All the florals in there that are so pretty. And the base notes are amber, iris, and sandalwood. So such a pretty base to it too. I really love this. It's gorgeous. It's feminine smelling. How would I describe this? I do think you get a little bit of the tuberose and the jasmine. Tulip is a weird flower to try to put into fragrance, I would think. I don't know. They do have a smell to them, but And then the top notes, Kir Royale, that's sort of an interesting note too. Isn't that more of like a cherry liqueur? I'm not sure. Kir Royale. And then Ivy, also an interesting note. So it has lots of interesting notes, but to me, it just smells like putting your nose right in a fresh flower, like you walk into a flower shop. And some of those tulips and jasmine, yeah, I like it. It's decant worthy. I'm gonna see if I use this sample up and then maybe get more of that, but I like it. Now we have Impadia by BDK, perfumer Jordi Fernandez. This one is a recent release, 2025. It's a sweet floral, and it does have strong projection and longevity. So I know a lot of people have heard about Impadia. Probably a lot of people have tried it, and you heard that it resembles. You probably heard people say that it resembles Delina Exclusive and Guidance both, and I would say that's true, especially for me. The Guidance part comes out strongly because I'm not a Guidance wearer. I haven't tried Guidance 46 yet. I imagine that would be easier for me to wear, but the original I just have a sample and I haven't even used up the little sample. It's just a little 2 ml. So yeah, I don't wear that because it's too much for me. And this one I get some of that, but it's a little bit smoothed out and a little bit sweeter. And just, yeah, not as pungent as Guidance. The rose is a little softer, I think, or there's more rose, I'm not sure. So Impadia notes are top pear, Italian bergamot, and Italian mandarin. Heart notes are rose, Moroccan orange blossom, Turkish rose, and the base notes are akikalu wood, praline, bourbon, vanilla, and sandalwood. So it is a very pretty fragrance with vanilla in the base. You spray a tester strip. So that's Impadia. Yeah, I wore this one day to test it, and it just didn't feel like me. So I'm probably not going to continue my journey with Impadia personally, but it was fun to try. You know, you're always curious if there's a lot of hype about a fragrance, and I think the bottle is beautiful. I may come around. You know how your nose changes, and sometimes you come to like things in different seasons that you didn't like 3 months ago. So you never know. I mean, I'll keep the sample around and see if something changes with my nose. But for me, it's challenging to wear because it's strong, and in a way, I'm not. Some note in there. Maybe it's akikalu wood. I don't know. That would be weird because I do like oud. I don't know. Some note in there isn't totally jiving with me. Now, I have a lot more, but I think I could probably end the video now, or we can go over one more, which is not a new fragrance. This is Delina La Rosée. I tried this at the recent Parfums de Marly class I went to, the master class, and it was like the one that I liked the most that day, along with actually Leighton on the men's line. I really wish my husband would get that one. I like it a lot. But Delina La Rosée is beautiful for spring and summer. It's different from original Delina because it's a little softer, a little fresher, a little more showery fresh, and wears just a little less pungent. I think there's less lychee. When I'm in the mood for this, I do enjoy it. I just have to be in the mood to wear a rose scent all day because it does last quite a long time. Okay, there is lychee in the top notes, so that probably wears off fairly quickly compared to the other heart notes and base notes. And then there's pear and bergamot also in the top notes. Of aquatic flowers, Turkish rose, peony, white musk, vetiver, and woody notes. So aquatic flowers make it that lovely, you know, spring, summer appropriateness. I feel like I'm sure people wear this year round. It's beautiful, and kind of like Impadia would have to be in the mood because it's a lot of rose. And I don't generally wear rose every day. I kind of wear it more for when I'm in a really feminine mood or a date night or something like that. But or a day date, you know. La Rosée is would be really pretty for that. So that is my experience with Parfums de Marly, Delina La Rosée. And I think we'll end there. I have like 12 more to go over, but some of them are heavier fall winter scents, so we can get into those in a little while. I have a couple more interesting rose ones, but I won't go over them today. I will say I love both of these though, just in case you're curious. The hype about these is deserved, in my opinion. Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle and Radical Rose by Matiere Premier. And I haven't tried the extrait of the Matiere Premier Radical Rose, but I want to try the extrait of that. Portrait of a Lady is beautiful. Yeah, really beautiful. And Radical Rose, yeah. Some days I wore those layered, like in the early spring when it was still cool. I wore both of them together and I was loving it. So let's wrap up the video there. You guys, thank you for joining me today for this little sample talk. And I hope you're doing well. And please like the video and subscribe if you want more content from me, if you want to see more content from me. And again, thank you. So I will see you next time. Bye.